Hey YouTube, this is my review of the JuJu Cup menstrual cup, which comes in this really cute box. This is one of the nicest packagings I've seen on a menstrual cup actually. It's so pretty and it's so informative as well. Once you open the top flap, it's got a really unusual opening. It's got the kind of crossed over bit that you have to pull apart. And once you pull down on one side, you kind of push up on the other side and it slides apart like that, and then it opens out in a kind of origami flower thing. And then there's all sorts of instructions and little things on the inside, which is really cool. And it comes in a bag with the instruction booklet that I've pinned to the wall behind the camera. It's quite a good instruction booklet actually. It kind of folds out in a concertina shape. It's got various different languages and quite good instructions. It's got decent drawings. It comes with a choice of 3 bags, which JuJu Cup very kindly sent me all the colours to show you: the navy, the purpley pink and the emeraldy green colour, which I actually really love. And the bags themselves, they're quite a kind of silky outside. You can hear the rustling, but the inside is it's sort of the same. It's like usually it'd be cotton or linen, but the inside of it is almost the same material as the outside. Like it's quite a satiny thing, and the cup, as you can see, does stick to it when you pull it out, which is a bit of an issue. The cup itself is made of medical grade silicone. It only comes in clear. This is the size 1, which is a bit recommended for women under 30 who've not had children. And I don't know if you can see there, the stem is kind of like a triangular shape. It's really soft and flexible, which I'll show you more in detail later. And it's got little grips on the base, which are kind of butterfly shaped. They're really quite subtle. I mean, you might be able to see them better if I contrast it against a bag. But they're really quite subtle grips, just the little 4 or 5 butterfly shapes. I don't know how effective they'd be for everybody, but it's quite squishy, thick silicone actually. It feels like they've used a quality silicone in it. It's 40 millimeters across top. The cup is 46 millimeters rim to cup base and 65 rim to stem. The stem's really flexible and bendy, it won't get in the way at all. The rim is quite prominent actually, it's quite thick. It's got 4 suction holes and it's got JuJu written on the rim as well. I have found it difficult to fold. Because the rim's so thick and the silicone's so thick, it is really difficult to get it to hold a fold. Once you've got it, it's okay, but it is quite difficult to manipulate initially. I'm not sure for that reason whether I'd recommend it to beginners, just because it is so difficult to get it folded and stuff. I mean, yeah, as you can see there, once it is in a C-fold, it does fold up quite small, but the difficulty of getting it there and holding it there especially maybe makes it not completely ideal for beginners. But because of the rim, it does pop open really well. It's got a really good resistance. So if you're looking for a slightly firmer cup, then this might be a good one to get. It's definitely softer than my Malunas. It feels much nicer and squishier and more luxurious than those. And it does quite a decent punch down fold as well. As you can see there, it folds up quite small. So I think if you're going to try this cup as a beginner, the punch down might be the best way to go. This cup isn't quite as squishy as my Scoon cup. I'd say it's probably about the same firmness as my Flare cup, but it feels softer because the material's thicker and a little bit squishier. My only real issue with this cup is the price. It's made in Australia, and it's £35 almost for the size 1 before shipping. And when you can get things like the Maluna and the Flare cup and the Lunette and the Scoon in the UK for a lot less than that, including shipping, I don't know that this cup is that much better than everything else on the market, that it would be worth the difference. But I think if you lived in Australia or somewhere like that, then absolutely get this cup, because really the only issue is the price.